We regrettably have more bad news for Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson. The thing he's most scared of in this world, discharge petitions, another one is now coming at him. And that's thanks to Republican Representative Anna Paulina Luna, who has filed a new one in an attempt to bypass Republican leadership in the House to force a vote on a bill that would prohibit stock trading for members of Congress and their immediate family members. A clear and obvious, and I think very popular anti-corruption measure that Mike Johnson does not want to pass. Most of the leadership of the Republican Party and a lot of the Democrats in the House and the Senate don't want to pass. Donald Trump doesn't want it. And according to Representative Roger Williams, one of the arguments against this is that it's so hard to make money in Congress if you can't participate in the stock market. Here he is to make that case.
Representative Luna is proposing a discharge petition to allow or to prevent Congress folks from trading. And as a public company, there are a lot of limitations. Where do you stand on that? Will you be signing the petition?
No, that's interesting. I mean, I think we got to be careful that we don't limit Congress people to where they can do nothing. Of course, I know there's a lot of people that have abused insider trading and that sort of thing. But I think we need to take a look at it because right now, from a financial standpoint, it's not easy being up in Congress. And I think that we can't limit the ability for people to do business and operate their lives. So I want to take a look at that, but I want to be careful we don't squeeze it too hard to where nobody even wants to come up here.
If squeezing it in terms of financial opportunities is the thing that stops you from getting in Congress, you should not be in Congress. You should get the hell out of there right now. Go invest if that's what you want to do. It's supposed to be a public servant. It's not a private servant who occasionally, appears in congressional hearing or something like that. And also, he's being so goddamn fake about every aspect of this. So House members get paid $174,000 a year, which is a good amount of money, more than most people make. He is doing far better than that. The dude already has a net worth of apparently that's 2023 to 2024, well over $1.3 million. Oh, he's really struggling to get by. The guy looks like he's got a week and a half left to live. You can't coast on the $1.3 million he disclosed at that point. So cry me a massive river for that. And also, it stops you from trading individual stocks. They would still be able to invest in a million different ways. They could buy index funds. They could invest in a way where when everybody does well, they do well too. That's not enough for this guy because it's not about them making money, investing in all that. It is very specifically having the capacity to do insider trading. That is what he is shilling for right here. Bro, what do you think?
Yeah, okay. I love that guy that he's like, listen, we gotta be super careful about this stuff. Whenever you hear that, you should check your pockets. That's just a guy being like, let's not be too hasty, because that's my whole plan. You snooping kids. Also, comb your hair. That dude was insane. He was like a very old Eddie Munster situation. And yeah, so here's the thing, dude. We need a better way to pay our representatives because at most jobs, if you do it well, you get a bonus. And I think there should be some kind of I've said this for a while, we actually have to make it happen. An America index from which they bonus. And part of it should be is Congress working right now? And the answer is always no, so they should not bonus. This guy is trying to tell you that he can't, we can't make it so these guys are only making $174,000 a year.
Yeah.
That's how much they make as Congress people. They make $174,000 a year, period. And they go and I know they have to fly back and forth from their constituency to DC, and that's it. But you're making $174,000 a year, and that guy it looks like he's been in Congress for 750 years.
Yeah, no, 100%. By the way, they work a few months a year. And they spend the rest of the time not even talking to constituents. A lot of time it's fundraising for their campaigns or whatever. Do some gig work or something. Regular people do that. If you're hurting so much for money, get a part-time job during the months that you guys are in recess and the regular shutdowns that you have when you're not actually trying to do your real job. But it's all BS. I'm gonna end with Mike Johnson. He says, you don't want another deterrence for good people running for office. People freaking out about this, that is proof positive they are not good people for the job. He says he opposes people cheating the system and abusing their office, but that there's probably a way to do that that still allows for lawful conduct by members. Again, this already does. This allows massive different sorts of investments that you can still do, just not individual investments that let you use privileged information that you have. That is the one thing that this knocks out. He is not interested in the lawful conduct. He is interested in protecting the unlawful conduct. And I hope that he is beaten by Representative Anna Paulina Luna and other Republicans to this, because they're probably going to get a lot of Democratic support as well.